In this video, we're going to cover a little bit about Exercise 5 from the Colonial Adventure Tours. Now, I'm not going to do the entire exercise because I do want to make sure that you have the opportunity to work through it. But I do want to cover the portion about the cursor that you'll need for this particular statement. So let's go ahead and dive into that. And like everything, I like to create select statements before I pull them into what I need to do. So in this case, it's very specific that my cursor is going to need to do this. We're going to select reservation ID, trip ID, number of persons, and trip price from the reservations table where the customer number is a specified customer number. So we want to go ahead and do that. Let's do our select statement. And we want to pull it from the reservation table. And this is where we're going to pass in our customer number that we get from the stored procedure. To make sure that we've got it right, we're going to use a hard-coded value for now so we can test it. Now that I have that, let's go ahead and run it. And there we have our data. I'm going to go ahead and run one more with a different number just to make sure everything looks good. And it does. So from here, I can go ahead and convert this statement into our cursor. So we know that we're going to get the I customer number as our variable. And now we need to make the cursor. So to do that, we use the keyword cursor. We give it a name. And we always use the word is to specify that this is going to be a cursor. Now you're going to have some more code here, but at some point you're going to need to make use of that cursor. So in this case, we're going to start that out by saying loop. And remember, when you run the cursor, when you first open it, it doesn't actually point to any data. You always have to do the fetch first. Let's make sure I spell it right. And then we have to put it into the variables that we're going to set up ahead of time. We make sure that we also write an exit statement when we find no more records or the not found keyword. Here's where we're going to add some code to do something with the fetched data. We're going to specify the end loop. And here, we're going to close the cursor. So just to help out a little bit, up here we're going to declare our procedure. This is where you will set up your variables. Then, as we said, this is where you'll do your cursor. We'll have some more code here. We're going to do our loop. We're going to then close the cursor and then finish off the stored procedure. Again, I don't want to give everything away because I want you to work through some of this, but this should help you with the cursor spot. If you run into any problems, make sure that you send me an email. Thank you.